$11,000 as a complete beginner selling a low ticket digital product for 67 bucks. I kid you not. Listen, at the time I was so burnt out from being the influencer life, which I'm a Canadian influencer, by the way. So I made absolutely no money from working my literal butt off creating content and gaining, you know, over 400,000 followers across all my social media platforms together, right? And I was like, just so burnt out. I was like, there has to be a better way to do this. And so I started seeing these make money online / digital product TikToks coming up on my For You page. And for the longest time, I would just scroll by. I'm like, there is no freaking way they're making that much money online. Like, I would have been doing it by now. Like, because at this point, you know, I had tried the influencer thing. I was currently a UGC creator, which was going pretty well at that point, but it still wasn't as passive as I wanted to be. Like, I'm a mama at 2. I do not have that much time in the run of a day to be like pitching brands for UGC collabs and all of the things, which, by the way, if you're new here, I'm Ashley Robbins. I teach all the things how to grow your social media, grow your business, and grow your bank account. So smash the subscribe button while you're here. And I got really super burnt out, right? And I was like, okay, it's really fun to make ads for brands. It really, truly is. UGC is something that I still kind of do to this day, but it's not something like I actively look for, even though I still get emails about it like literally all the time. And so back to the digital product thing, I was like, man, hold the phone. Hold the freaking phone. Like, maybe I'm sitting on a gold mine here. Because at the time, I had a lot of people coming to me asking me, how are you doing this user-generated content? Like, you don't have to post to your socials. Like, I thought you needed a huge following to work with brands. And I was just like, no. Like, people with like 0 followers can be a user-generated content creator as long as you can like create a converting ad. You know what I'm saying? And so I like couldn't keep up with the DMs. There was just so many coming in. And like, it was like this like light bulb moment went off in my head that I was like, oh my gosh, that's my digital product. That's my in. And so I was like, okay, I need to put this together. I need to package this up and sell it to people on how to become a user-generated content creator. And so that's what I did. And so it was a PDF guide. It was nothing fancy. I got it, like, it got better as it went on, but it was super plain. It solved a really particular problem that my audience was already asking me about. And I sold that sucker for 67 bucks, thinking like, it would be really cool to be able to pay for our groceries for the month, or like the power bill or something like that. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would out earn my husband the first month. So that was like a holy kind of moment for me. And so, by the way, launching very soon, I have a 30-day digital product starter kit coming that will literally walk you through all the steps that you need to do this. But I'm going to give you like the rough overview today of what you need to do. Number 1 is like, I truly, to my core, believe that you have a digital product inside of you. You just need to like have it pulled out of you, which is what I help you do. You have went through something in your life that people want knowledge on. You have overcame something that people behind you, like, I always tell this to people, you don't have to be an expert in what you're teaching on. You just have to be 10 steps ahead of the next person. Right? So many people think you need like a degree, you need to go to college, you need to be like some sort of a wizard when it comes to things, and that's just not the case. You can be a freaking phenomenal resource to someone without having any of that, okay? If you've overcome it and you are freaking like solid on your strategy and you have like a unique perspective and like a way of teaching your thing, you go ham on that, dude, okay? Once you have like your thing, which I help you do, okay, I help pull that out of you. Like, you all have superpowers, I promise you. And you have this idea. You need to either like package it some way. So there's a bunch of different digital products out there that you can create. I'm going to link another video where I go in depth more on the different types of digital products you can create. But what I think would be most profitable is like a PDF. So either like an ebook or like a how-to guide, or you could do a masterclass, which is basically you could either go live, teach all your crap, have a Q&A session at the end that people could stay on and have their question answered, and then you could record it and sell it, continue to sell it, right? Just like all of the other digital products. Or if you didn't want to go live and you're not comfortable doing that, you could just record it yourself, like in Canva, and then do like an FAQ section that you just think people might want to know, and you can still sell it the same way. It works both ways. So those are 2 really good like entry starter kind of digital products. The second thing is you have to have a funnel set up where you're like gaining leads and you're going to eventually hopefully transfer them into sales. And so you can do this so many different ways. A very simple way to do this would be to have some sort of a freebie that you give away, which would be like either a really small PDF guide, or maybe it's even just like a checklist or something like that you can collect leads in, and you can add them into an email sequence that's going to eventually sell them, okay? Because people need something crazy now, like 12 touch points before they even make a purchase. Like, it's kind of wild if you think about it. One of the ways that I really liked doing this back when I was selling the $67 guide was I would go live on TikTok a lot. And I already had a little bit of an audience. Like, I think I had about 10,000 followers before I got banned. Thanks a lot, TikTok. Anyway, so I would go live and I would chat with people and I would answer their questions live. And so they really got that like, know, and trust factor with me very quickly. And so the sales would just come in really quickly. So that's a way I really like to bypass all of that sort of freebie stuff in the beginning to get right to the juicy sales. So if you have any sort of an audience on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, that's totally an option for you. The other thing you can do is organic marketing, right? So what I did was, once I had my PDF guide, every single piece of content was curated towards the digital product. I was either like debunking limiting beliefs for people, I was pitching things that I would sell, I was telling them things that they would learn inside of the guide once they got inside. I would show them, like, I would speak to their desires, right? I would show them like, oh my gosh, it's so cool to get furniture from companies, and I'm not posting on my social media and whatever. Like, I was really speaking to whatever my digital product was selling, right? So for me, it was user-generated content. And so that was working with brands and not having to post on my social media or have any followers. Now, I did have a following, but I didn't need to. So here's the thing. I wish I could go back and tell myself now that I did so well that first month. I think I almost got like shiny object syndrome without even knowing I had it, because at the time MRR started to come around, and then I went down that rabbit hole, which is a whole other video, but please don't do it. Don't do it. Ashley, a year ago, don't do it. Ugh. Anyways, I went down that and I totally put this to the side. And I actually think to this day, if I relaunched this product and did the same things I did, it would go phenomenally well too, because there's still a lot of people looking to do user-generated content. The thing is, your digital product doesn't have to be some sort of huge 50 module, 125 hour course. Like, it can be a small point A to point B solved problem for someone, okay? So I just want you to really sit back and think about what you could do, what you could help somebody with. What do people come to you for? Like, what do your friends ask you about? What do you get for compliments from people? What could you talk about for hours? What are you super passionate about? Teach on that. And I guarantee you, with the right funnel and the right organic marketing, you are sitting on a freaking gold mine, okay? So one more time, I'm launching the 30-day digital product starter kit like so soon, and I would love for you to get on the wait list. I'm launching the 13th of September, so if you're watching after the 13th of September, it's already up. Go grab it. It's amazing, and I think you are going to absolutely love it, and I hope you have your first $11,000 month as well.